Hey Aquarius, welcome to your September monthly forecast. Now let's take a look what's going to be coming your way this month. Oops. Hearing good news. Let's just put it there since that it already flipped out. Travel. Ooh, disappointment. Okay. Well, it seems like you have two unbearable bosses that you are dealing with right now. Now let's take a look if that will have an impact to your work life or to your career in the future. And as for your love life, let's take a look. You need to be careful with somebody who's an air sign around you. And it seems like this is the person who's been giving you a lot of stress. Alright. This person is very materialistic, and they tend to, get whatever they want. And if you can't really give it to them, then it's going to be like a big problem. They're going to be creating big drama. Also, some Aquarius will also find out that they are pregnant this month. And some Aquarius will be longing for an earth sign, a younger earth sign that is, let's say for example that you're already married, you're already in a relationship, and unfortunately you met this person and have fallen or had some feelings. But it seems like you can't really whisk off this person in your mind, and you keep on thinking and thinking and thinking and even dreaming about them of being with you. Let's take a look if there will be any other meaning or symbolism. What is this person's purpose in your life? Ooh, loyal heart, go the distance, soulmates. Well, chaos and conflict. Well, this is for those who's been, like what I said, if you met somebody and you like accidentally, you fall in love with this person, Okay, now, anyway, it seems like you will be, receiving some good news, or there will be some news that you'll be receiving, which will make you travel or go to that place, which is unfortunately there will be a disappointment that's going to be coming your way. Now, it will, it's like, let's say for example that you're not yet supposed to, to have a vacation or take a holiday or go away from your work, but unfortunately there will be some family emergencies that your spouse will be calling you in. And there will be some issues about your marriage that will be calling out for your immediate attention. And then when you get there, you're going to leave your work for this partner of yours, especially if you're with an air sign, another air sign. And you would just feel like, it's already a matter of life and death. And you've been really busy, and, you're like doing a lot of things. You can't even have proper sleep because even before you sleep, you still have to work, and then your family or your spouse will be calling you that there is such an emergency. And unfortunately, when you get there, it's not really an emergency. Like that this person is just trying to get your attention, and this is the reason why you're going to get a little bit upset. So, even though that you will always have budget for traveling and going back and forth to anywhere that you wish, it seems like you're with somebody who is not really a big help, more of a burden and more of a big concern for you. That this thing that they've been doing, playing around with your mind and playing around with your head, that they are trying to pull off just to get your attention, is really mind-boggling and really disturbing. Now, the second week, it seems like you will be hearing another thing, but then at that point, it's going to be really impossible for you to, to go away or to even travel. So your partner will be so unhappy that you're not paying attention to your family. I feel like there are some things that you need to attend to, the two of you together, or your partner, because this constant attention seeking and stuff like that is not really normal. Okay, now you are gonna get tired, and you will feel so, like absurd. That this whole situation and this person is being absurd and obnoxious, and you feel like, why is she doing this, or why is he doing this? Until that you'll be consulting some of your families and friends about what to do, all of them will be telling you it's time to go, and whatever that this is happening, and whatever that this is, that's really ongoing, is something that not really normal. For somebody who understands you, or for somebody who really loves you, they're not going to disturb you right in the middle of your job, call you that say that there is an emergency, only to, to pick someone out of the sink. Sorry, pick something out of the sink, or take out something to, just for you to get it. So either it's a joke, or they're just too childish. Okay. So even though that you already have some kids, it's like it's not that easy for you to make that decision. All right, because with this kind of stuff, even if you'll try to take them to the court, even if you'll take some legal actions against your partner, there needs to be some medical attestation, okay, about their psychological behavior. So he will still get trapped, still feeling stagnant, like you can't really do anything about it, and you feel like you need to find more ways and be extra patient. Meanwhile, that while you are going through this hurdle and turmoils in your personal life or in your marriage life, finances, opportunities, especially for those who's been looking for a new job, it will be coming to you, and there are 3 opportunities. Okay, well, that doesn't mean that you're gonna have, like 3 job offers. It's still up to you to get accepted and to get the job, and also lump sum of money that will be coming your way by the end of the month. Changes that you'll be very happy, especially in terms of your career, work, finances, and investments. All right, now. Again, when it comes to your work, some of you will be facing some, some issues with with an earth sign and the water sign boss, and it seems like you're also trying to juggle your time, your attention, your focus. I mean, you're good with whatever you do, but with all these things that's been going on in your partner and your domestic life, you feel like you're not really able to focus and perform well. Now you will try to, to fix this whole thing and try to stay longer in the office, because you don't want to abuse the patience of your bosses, and you don't want them to think that you're just taking advantage of the situation. Now there is an air sign woman that will be like confronting you. I feel like it's more of an HR rather than a boss, and they will be counting the some of the hours that you have spent in the office, your undertimes, your absences, and everything else. So I feel like there's a lesson that you need to learn here, and you'll be very disappointed, although you will be talking to your boss about this, so that the deductions will not be that big. All right, especially if you have a child that's still going through some medications or some medical stuff. You're just going to explain to your boss that you really need the money. Okay? Meanwhile, that within the next 2 to 3 weeks, or within the second and third week of this month, things will be a little bit lighter, and everything will go back to normal, even though that there are some things that you feel like you should have done before, or that you should have just finished earlier so that you won't be crunching for your time. But then, lesson learned. And I also feel like there is also somebody that's been lying to you or trying to steal your credit, so you need to be careful not to be too disorganized. Okay, check out your documents and check out your files, and don't entrust anybody with anything that is very sensitive and confidential. Okay, now, well, by the end of the month, things will be going back to normal, and it seems like there are some people, or your team will also be helping you to get something sorted out, and for you to have the support and for things to be done. Okay, and the deductions that I feel like either your HR or your boss will try to, to warn you about, it will be returned to you. Okay, so at least that it will be in your favor then. It's not that bad. Okay, love life. Some Aquarius women will find out that they are pregnant. Some, you better be careful, especially if you're with an air sign. You better be careful with their attitude, because it's something there's something different about them, and you're starting to think that it's time to cut things off. You're also analyzing whether it's really the right time to make a brand new beginnings, to step out of the relationship, or to balance. But then middle of the month, towards the end of this month, things will, be a little bit okay, going back to normal. So this whole thing that you've been thinking about cutting off and separating and walking away, it's just gonna, it's just gonna vanish, and you're not gonna be thinking about this anymore. You will try to have the strength, because you know that it's not just you and your wife or your husband that is at stake here. There are also some kids that will be very much affected if ever the things will really fall apart. And some people or some relatives or friends have been suggesting you that maybe that your spouse is having some different kind of influence, or they're into some kind of vice. Okay, so you will start thinking about this, or you'll have an inclination about this, and you will also try to dig more stuff and dig more evidences or facts, and the things that they've been buying, your garbages as well that you'll be going through, and you will find out that there are some medications that your spouse has been taking, and a confrontation will also be raised up this end of the month as well. It's not going to be a big argument, but your spouse will be overly dramatic, and instead of them telling the truth, they're just going to use their crying or their drama to escape the truth. All right? Meanwhile, when it comes to your sex life, for those who's not yet married but already with somebody, well, even if you're already married, it looks like you will be meeting somebody who's younger than you, and someone is an earth sign. And even if you've been trying to avoid and control your emotions, your urges, and your attraction towards this person, it seems like something will finally be happening and will be taking place this month with you and this person. That you've been trying to, some of you have been trying to fantasize this person and have been trying to dream about being with them and having some intimate moments. But I also feel like that there will be a little bit of an obsession, so be very careful. The attraction is really strong. You've been questioning yourself, what is this thing that you're feeling, and you haven't really felt this way, and it's really crazy. All right, until that there will be some confrontations that's going to happen, and that will come your way with your real spouse or real partner. And you'll be feeling so guilty, sorry, and you'll also try to make it up to them. Okay? Like what I said, only you have the key to make things right. Now let's take a look at your at your health. Well, like what I said, some Aquarius women will find out that they are pregnant. Some of you will also have some problems with your skin allergies, swollen skin, acne and boils, red bumps, skin itchiness, and some of you be very careful in playing with wild animals or falling from a horse or falling from an animal. And well, you have a very strong vitality and you have a strong body, but still, when an accident happens, you can't really say, it's going to happen next. Some of you are also gaining some weight, so it's time for you to eat some balanced diet and opt out for some veggies as well. Also, take care of your immune system. You need to rebuild them again. Some of you also have some problems with your blood, okay, blood infection. And especially if you've been going through some blood transfusion, you will have some allergic reaction, okay? Some of you will also have some problems with your hair, teeth, nose, and brittleness of your nails. And some of you will have some problems breathing, especially when you're sleeping. That's sleep apnea, okay? And I feel like if you'll have the right kind of support and the right kind of understanding from the right kind of people, definitely you will reach up to a solution. And, okay, loyal heart, are you? Well, some of you will be tempted and some of you will be tested during this month. How do you really love your partner? How strong you are when you're being faced with a temptation. Are you a loyal heart, or are you somebody that is having some second thoughts about your relationship? Going the distance, it seems like with all of your hard works, it will be paying off somehow, and just continuously be patient because eventually you're almost there at the finish line. Soulmates, for those single Aquarius, looks like you're going to be finding the right kind of love. And I feel like this is somebody from the past, somebody that you've still been thinking about, especially if it's an earth sign, okay? Most of you will be thinking about an earth sign, and most of you will be thinking about the things that you have cherished and the things that you have shared in the past. And it seems like this person will also be contacting you this week, and you'll be ready for a new beginning. Chaos and conflict for those involved in a relationship and being faced with the temptation or choice. Or if you're being faced with some challenges in your relationship, okay, you need to gather up yourself and be a little bit more stronger. Let's take a look more for singles, what's going to be coming your way this month. Trying to find yourself, going for some new lectures, new lectures, short courses, new lessons, and starting your own foundation. Some of you will also be doing some spring cleaning, going through the past, rereading your old files, looking through your reflection and trying to question yourself. What have you achieved for the past few years? What happened to you? Where did the old you go? And what happened to the past few years that you've tried to, that you've tried to be strong and to survive? And this time you will become much more eager to reach the top. Some of you, like what I said, like you will be taking some new classes, short courses, and will be thinking about changing your careers and thinking of pursuing a different horizon, okay? And some of you will be selling your house, and well, dating will also be part of your agenda, but it's not going to be your focus or your priority. You still need to heal. And some of you don't play the dangerous games of fire. Don't play with fire, because you might just gonna get burned later on. Do not get involved with somebody who's already married, especially if you're fully aware of it. You're the one who's gonna be at the bitter end of it. You need to hold on to your faith. Don't pick the fruits, or don't pick the harvest of other people. Otherwise, you're gonna be sorry later on. And you need to continuously, push yourself to grow, become stronger, smarter, learn new things. And I feel like there's a different path that already awaits you, okay? Which is, there is a career change that you're being called upon. Okay? Just avoid the illicit affair. All right? Anyway, that's it for you for this month, Aquarius. And if you want to talk to me live on the phone and live the calls, just come visit me at my website at sophiaangel.net. Blessings to you.